Hi everybody, welcome to this Summit County Library's Tech Help video. Today we will be going over how to best navigate and utilize the My Account feature on our website. My Account is the easiest way for you to manage your library experience from your home. So from here you can do things like see what you currently have checked out to you, renew items that are currently checked out to you, and see items you've checked out in the past, and much more. If you'd like more information on how to put items on hold for yourself in order to utilize our current curbside pickup program, please see our previous Tech Help video. To get started, let's go ahead and log into our account. You're going to go to summitcountylibraries.org, which is our website homepage, and at the very top of the page, click on My Account. This is going to open a new tab on your computer. From here, you're going to log into your account, so put in your last name, and you're going to put in your library card number. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and log in, and this is going to pull up all of my information. Here we go. So first off, let's cover our checked out titles, which is the first page that pops up when we log into our account. On the left-hand side of the page is my total items checked out to me, which you can see here, and I currently have 24 items checked out to me. The main page shows me each individual item I have checked out to me so I can scroll through to review everything. And one thing that's helpful to know is that ebooks and audiobooks checked out to you through our Libby e-reader app will also show up. I know which of my items are Libby items based on two things. Number one, these items cannot be renewed, so the little checkbox on the left-hand side won't show up. There it is. So you can see that that's a non-Libby item, but it's not going to show up on my Libby items, as it does with my physical materials. The second way you can tell is that on the right-hand side of the item, it will say read online, and below that return now. So pretty self-explanatory. I can then click read online in order to read the materials on whatever device I'm currently on, or return now to check them back into Libby. So if I scroll through all my items, I can see that I have ebooks checked out here. I have physical books checked out. This is a good one, physical books. And I have lots of DVDs. Okay, so let's say that I just want to renew a select item. I'm going to check the box for that item right there. Let's say I want to renew 7 pounds, and then I'm going to click renew. So this box here will pop up, and if it has renewed successfully, it will be a green box that says renewed successfully. And the page automatically will reload and provide me with a new due date. But as you can see here, when I tried to renew this item, I got a red box. Occasionally, it will be too soon to renew your item. You'll have renewed that item too many times already, or you can't renew the item because another patron has it on hold for themselves. So pay attention to the message and call your local branch if you have questions on what the message means, and they can help you further. Similarly, I'm going to close out of that. Let's say that I want to renew just specific items for my checkouts, but more than one, or let's say I want to renew all of them. If I scroll back up to the top of the page, I can either renew selected items, so check the boxes for any items that you want to renew and then hit that one, or I can renew everything that is currently checked out to me. After using either one of these buttons, you'll get the same box that pops up telling you what was renewed successfully, green box, or if anything wasn't renewed due to one of those previous reasons, red box. And those are the basics of your checked out titles category. Now let's go see what I have on hold for myself. So on the left-hand side of the page, I'm going to click titles on hold. Here we go, titles on hold, and under holds ready for pickup, I can see if I have any holds that are ready for me to pick up at the library, or any books I put on hold through Libby that are now available to me. And great news, my book Grace for President is ready for pickup. Yay! It is available now at the South Branch, and I need to pick it up by April 15th, or the hold will expire and be taken off the hold shelf for me. I can also cancel the hold over here if I've decided I no longer want that item. And below that are my pending holds. These are items I have put on hold but are not yet ready for me. I can see the format. So for example, my first item is an ebook because I can see it says format, Kindle book, ebook, Overdrive, ebook, etc. I get the idea. It's an ebook. And the next one, if I keep going, is a regular book that I will pick up at the South Branch when it's ready for me. Helpfully, my ebook holds also tell me my place in line so that I can have a general idea of how much longer it will be before I get my items. So I'm pretty close to that one, not as close to the hot zone. From here, I can also cancel my holds if I no longer want the item, as well as change my pickup location to a different branch for non-ebook materials. Right there. Next up, let's go check out our reading history. So back at the top of the page, left-hand side, click on Reading History. So your reading history shows you everything that you've ever checked out on your card, and this tab is a great reminder of items that you've checked out and liked and may want to check out again, or vice versa. Maybe there's things on there that you didn't so much like, but this basically just will literally show you every single thing that you've ever checked out on your card. Okay, easy enough. That's a pretty simple one. And you'll see on the right-hand side a button that says Add to List, which takes us to the last thing that I'm going to show you today. So if you go back over to the left-hand side of the page, you will see the My Lists tab. This is a place for you to organize all the materials you may want to read, things that you've already read and liked, etc. There's a ton you can do with your list, but to keep it simple, I'll just show you the basics. So if I go ahead and click on My Lists, you can see that I personally already have a list called To Read. I created that list for myself a while ago. And I created it so that anytime I receive a good book recommendation, I can just go ahead and add it to my list so that I don't have to keep it all inside my head. So I have my to read list and I can add to it. Let's say a friend just told me that they reread Pride and Prejudice and it was so good and they loved it. So here's all the books I already have on my list. Blah, blah, blah. If I search for Pride and Prejudice, I can go into our catalog. I can see Pride and Prejudice, a novel, and underneath all the different formats, I can click Add to List. And now I can add it to my to read list, and that will remind me that that's a book that if I'm ever looking for something to, if I'm out of ideas and I need a recommendation, I can just go to my to read list and see what's on there and get some ideas for what to read next. So I'm going to close that. I'm going to go back over to my lists, and you can create lists for anything. So just click again on my lists. You're going to click Create New List, and you can create specialty lists like cookbooks to check out or make lists of things you've already read as a reminder of titles that you might like to reread. So I'm not going to create a list now, but all you do is put in the list. You can put a description if you want, and keep access private if you don't want anyone else to be able to see it. You can also change it to public. I'm going to keep mine private because I just want it for myself. All right. So remember before I had shown you that Add to List button alongside previous checkouts on my reading history. So you could make a favorites list and then go back through your reading history and add those favorites to the new list of things you've checked out before to remind yourself of things you might want to read again. So there is a whole lot more you can do with your account, but that's all we're going to cover for today. Feel free to click around and explore more. And we hope that this video helped introduce you to some of the basics of your online account and help some of you who are familiar with your online account to realize that there's some extra helpful things you can do within your account.